It's Friday. I'm checking in super early with my tribe to see what's up with you guys. It's Friday. It's Friday. Good morning. Good morning. It's Friday, guys. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. The top of the AM. It's time to get started. It's Friday. It's going to be what we claim it to be. So it's going to be an amazing day. So happy Friday, guys. Good morning. It is Freebie Friday. I'm super excited. To my family, all of the Muslims out there, we get in preparation for Ramadan, getting a lot of things out the way. So I have some fallback time on a lot of different things that I'm not going to do for the rest of Ramadan. Not going to totally disconnect, but it's going to be a little bit different. So it's Friday, top of the AM. I'm just blessed, grateful, thankful to be here, to be able to come to you guys and give off some of this energy and connect with you guys, build relationships, help you guys out. You guys help me out a lot as well. And that's the most important thing about staying connected, not only just on this social media thing, but in our community, in our environment, our circles, period. I'm your girl, Finance Muslima. I am your licensed life insurance agent in the states of Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Connecticut, and New Jersey. So yesterday was a life insurance type of day for me. We have two pending in New Jersey, we got one pending in Charlotte, North Carolina, and as of yesterday, currently a new application in Monroe, North Carolina. So if you need life insurance, holla at your girl. Life insurance is way much deeper than just a death benefit. Life insurance is a wealth building tool, depending on what legacy you want to leave. Good morning, bougie girls. Good morning. So yeah, life insurance is much deeper than that. So as of yesterday, we have 5 life insurance applications pending from New Jersey to North Carolina, New Jersey and North Carolina. Guys, it is very, very super important. Your children, everybody should have their own policy that they're building wealth with. Secondly, I am your financial coach. I am all things mindset and money. Your girl is an author. Your girl loves a lot of digital products online, and just really putting all the knowledge and things that I'm blessed to be able to know through the different struggles of my own personal life to help you guys out. And if you didn't know, okay, so since 2017, before we get into that, if you're on Facebook, if you're on the private Facebook group, drop a comment and let me know where you're at. What city are you in? And drop a bag emoji. Okay, so it's been a lot going on. So I was like, since 2017, since 2017 starting out in life insurance only in North Carolina. Ever since I started doing life insurance, people were coming to me for credit repair, and I was sending them to people that I knew. It didn't just have to be North Carolina. It would be Philly. It would be Atlanta. It would be various different places. And I would send them to my go-to, right? And then my go-to, my partnerships, they were like, we all send each other referral fees and so forth. But it's never really about the referral fee for me. It's about making sure the people always contact me, they know I'm a connector if they need a resource or a service. If I'm not in their city or if it's not my area and I can't make it happen, I'm always connecting people to the to the plug, right? I'm like the plug, seriously. So, because I want everybody to be able to real life, be able to, what I mean, accomplish what they want to accomplish, get there, follow their dreams and goals, get what it is done they need to get done because that's like 80% of the reason why people aren't successful in whatever area it is that they love or what expertise that they want to pursue is through lack of resources, lack of a connection to a person that can help them out with the tools and the resources that they need to get that thing jumping off the ground. So I always like to be that connector. Tell him I said, hey, I love him. So yeah, so I was like, okay, since 2017, then my mentor was like, you keep referring credit out to everybody. You need to start your own credit repair company. So I had a lot of things going on. I kept putting it off. And then I decided to do the financial planner when COVID hit. And then we dropped that. And then it's just been a lot going on and different things, right? So I was like, you know what? That's the perfect thing to do. Add another stream to what you already do. It makes it less complicated, right? So I said, I want to start my own credit repair company. We're sending out referrals for 4 years. It's time to start my own. So I was like, low key coming on live with you guys, but super excited, but never said nothing. Starting all these LLCs, these licenses, and all these things for another business. So I have not officially launched yet, but cullinencredit.com is a real thing. And it's another area that's really means a lot to me. It's really touchy to me because the thing that messed me up was moving to a whole new city. 2013, I left Philly, born and raised, that's all I knew. Came to Charlotte, North Carolina. Charlotte, it was so different. I knew nothing about financing a vehicle. I knew nothing about, just various types of, different luxury apartments and having to have these type credit scores, all of these things, right? Really basically moving to Charlotte leveled my life up. And that's just the bottom line. To environment, to opportunity, to mindset, to everything. So 2015, I hit rock bottom, tore my credit up, got a repossession, couldn't live off the business no more. Just was a lot going on. And it really, really, really messed me up and put me in a crazy hole. So for a long time, I couldn't do nothing. I didn't even know how deep and how strenuous and how patient I had to be for this credit repair thing. So that credit repair situation has been a subject that I really never talk about. But I was learning so much about it, doing through my own personal stuff because I'm a person of education. I want to pay you for my services because I know time is money all day. And I didn't have the time back then to learn it because I was just so busy living check to check, trying to get myself out of this hole, doing the business part-time and just trying to get myself back out the hole so I can get to the next level. So all in all, it was a lot of things with the credit area that I just never talked about because I was working on so much of my own personal stuff on the back end. But baby, it is patience. It's patience. It's discipline. I'm even thinking about, something that I need to create to help people with on-time payments because adding primaries, adding trade lines, different stuff, however you decide to build it, even if it's a secure card you decide to get or use one of my favorites, the Self app, you have to be relentless and really understand the discipline of on-time payments. And how do we do? Because I know for me, okay, that's the personal side. Then I got the business credit that I'm working on. I got payments that's due over there. You got this technology, running a business, your funnels, your apps and different things. All this stuff got payments that you need to make. So how do you remember all these things? I'm like, yeah, I need to be that's another solution that I need to solve because people that do business and they're, familiar with funnels, have a lot of things automated they use, whether it be Sam card lead pages, their website, all these different things that we use to keep this thing automated to always have freedom. We have a lot of on-time payments. So that's something that I need to create a solution to because I'll be over here the reminders at the phone sometimes just doesn't do enough. I love the text message as a reminder from companies. That's an awesome thing. But it has to be something else for us people that's balanced so many payments to get these, get some type of system where we can have it in front of us and be able to pay our payments on time, because that is the one thing that when you start to do when you start to not pay on time and life start to happen, you don't have an emergency fund up. You don't have an emergency fund set up, so you don't have that back end cushion to fall back on to pay these bills that's still accumulating and coming, but you're going through life. It happens. That's exactly what happened to me in 2015. And it was just a lot. Had I had an emergency fund, or knew the importance, or knew anything how to prepare an emergency fund, what is an emergency fund, why do I need an emergency fund, I had no clue. Had I known and had I had that, I wouldn't have felt so hard in 2015 with the repo car, bills being late, all these things, just so much going on. I didn't know how to prioritize. I just know that I was trying to make things work. And I did a very good job doing it. But the bottom line is, it is a way to prioritize even when life starts to happen. What are you going to pay first? Do you even know what you pay first? Of course, your rent. But it's a strategy to that as well, even when you don't have enough money. So that, have an emergency fund, I highly suggest to you guys. That's why the money management part, knowing how to manage your money, knowing how to maintain what you have, and knowing how to multiply is super important before you even try to jump into credit repair and the credit education piece. Because this is the thing. Okay, so I was on a group in Facebook, and a guy was like, a woman was not, making her payments on time. And I think that maybe it was like he had a coaching business or something like that, and then somebody commented, and, he was asking for advice. Somebody commented and said that, well, everybody's trying to get themselves together. I think that you should give her a little leeway. She's a single mom, da da da. She's trying to get it together and all of this, right? I commented and was like, you know what? I totally agree. I totally agree with the fact that she does need a little wiggle room due to the fact that I respect the fact that she's a single mom, making things happen, of course. Yes. And then, we just have to be a little bit lenient sometimes. But now, from the professional standpoint, this is what I would say. I commented and said, this social media, everybody has an opinion. I'm going to say what I want to say. Just like you come on my page and I post something, you say what you want to say. I don't care whether or not I like it or not. I'm not here to, it's not that deep for me, so I don't care. So I commented and was like, I think that, she's doing a great job. Okay, she's a single mom, but this is the thing, us as being a professionals and being business owners, you have a monthly payment that's due. We should be adamant and stern on that person. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. This is my thing, and I'm going to touch on this and I'm going to get off of it. We are so used to everything being sugar coated. We don't like to hear the real. We're afraid of the facts. We want our hand held through so much. We want to be, we can't really face the reality of a lot of things. It's hard for us because we've been babied, and we don't want to man up to a lot of stuff. So my thing is, what I told her, what I commented and said, I feel like you should be adamant on her. For one, the reason that you should be adamant on a person as being a professional and you're the business owner and she's a client, you're helping her with life skills. It's not really about paying. It's not about the money and paying for the service on time, because she can, cancel anytime. And that's just that. That's the reason that you have more than one client. You don't rely on just one client's monthly payment, right? Coming from, just being a person that I am, I said that I think you should be stern on her. Why? Because this is the reason that we're in the predicament that we're in at so late in our life, because nobody's laying down the laws and the rules of what reality is like and how this thing should be. So apparently she's going through a situation in life. I think that he should be stern on her about being on time for her monthly payment. You want to know why? Because we need to learn how to keep applying pressure. Pressure is good. Some people can't work under pressure, but pressure is good because it makes you and it helps you put your back against the wall, do what it is you need to do, prioritize and take care of your business. Because a lot of people, if you're not applying pressure and their back is not against the wall, they're not going to react accordingly. So some people need that pressure. And then for two, you're helping her out and telling her that she needs to do these payments on time. That's life. And you're in a credit repair program. You have to mentally get used to the fact that you have to pay your bills on time. People want such a quick fix. You can, do the coaching and help you with all these things. The courses we can, increase your credit score, get things off your credit and all that. Yeah, that's cool. But my thing is, guys, I have this conversation with so many credit professionals. People don't care about your longevity. All they care about is getting your monthly payment, taking off the inquiries or whatever it is you need, taking off your report, increasing your score so you will get a new home and buy a new car, which is fine. That's what their job is. That's fine. But if you have a heart, I'm saying to myself, like, yeah, if you're a client of mine and you're paying me for a service and we're going through this thing together, you're going to get involved. I'm going to tell you what it is that I'm doing. You want to stay connected. You need to be mindful. You need to understand the fact that you're not just paying me as a professional for a service. You need to make time to get educated on these steps and these things and these process that we're doing. Why? Because I know from personal experience, you can pay a person $200 a month for 8 months to fix your credit. As soon as you get off the program, go get that brand new car, go get a brand new house. You got all these credit cards open, and you do one false thing, you're gonna take your score all the way back down to 500 because you don't know what it takes to maintain it and all of this work that you just paid for this person to do. So that's my theory on that. As being a professional, do the service, get paid for the service, but also, educate people. Educate people doing the way. This thing is not far-fetched at all. Educate them on how to do their own thing because when they leave you, you don't want it to be like, oh, they need me. You want to teach you what it is that we're doing, what you need to do in order to keep your stuff good. If you haven't subscribed to the emails, I sent one out this morning. It is Freebie Friday. Go to the website, click the link in the bio, www.faithfamilyfinance.co, www.faithfamilyfinance.co, and get subscribed to the email list. This is the month of April, Financial Literacy Month. As always, it'll be a bunch of sales, promos, a bunch of live trainings, and different things going on throughout the month. So stay connected. Go to the website, click the link in the bio so that you can stay connected. Tell a friend, somebody, and just share, guys. Sharing is caring. I'm going to give you guys a couple tips. We're going to talk. I never really go in debt with this credit conversation. I'm always talking about money management, but I want to talk about credit today. So when it comes to wanting to get approved for a loan or a lease from a lender, you have to have the appropriate credit references. If you're in a Facebook group, drop a comment in the chat and let me know if y'all can hear me over on Facebook. So when it comes to getting approved for a home or, a loan, whatever the case may be, you have to have the appropriate relationship with these credit bureaus, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. You have to have an appropriate relationship, having a lot of conversation and dealing with a couple new clients that we got going on with the program. A lot of people think that, the focus is, everybody wants this massive 800 credit score. Yes, that's fine, but we also have to build credit history as well. So if this is your first ever, like if you just had a car note, like this is your first time having a car note your whole entire life, and you won't even make payments for 6-7 months, you never have a credit card, you don't have anything else building, you have to give yourself time and build those payments up, because having a nice score is essential, but also your history in on-time payments utilization is essential as well. So it's things that come in it as a component. And when it, some people, if that is the situation, and some people want to bust a move, maybe you just got the car, and maybe you don't have a credit card, or you got one and it's not really doing what it's supposed to do. Some people do add trade lines and do various different things to get that number increased and get them as a better look in front of the bank. And like I stated, it includes TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. And then understanding the importance of, the on-time payment, understanding the importance of the on-time payments because of them reporting every 30 days. I love the Self app. It helped me get my whole life together. I love, love, love the Self app. If you want access to the Self app, if you don't have a link to it, send me a DM. I'll send you a link to get the Self app. It is amazing app, very easy. A lifesaver when it came to me for my own personal credit. And then, also too, that's why I went back to, and I was talking about the money management part. We tend to try to skip that because we want higher credit scores and we want to purchase things and, do leverage so much stuff off credit, but we don't have the money management part down pat yet. If you don't have the money management part down pat, and you don't have those habits in you of paying your bills on time, then if you're going to slack, then you're going to mess up with them reporting every 30 days. If you're not paying your bills on time, your credit bureaus report every 30 days, revolving credit lines, whether you have your Premier one, First Premier, or maybe you have your Capital One, whatever it is that you're building, or the Self app, different things. If you don't have the money management part down pat and you're not used to, or you don't know how, you haven't created a system, and you just like, where do I start on paying your bills on time, you're going to consistently mess up your credit. I know, because I'm telling y'all how I personally screwed up my own life. You have to pay your bills on time, or your credit is going to continuously be up and down, up and down. This day and age that we live, everything is about credit. Everything. And it's going to be like this, right? So longevity, like, it's going to be like this. Everything is going to be based on credit. So you have to, if you have to go back to the basics and get the money management part down pat and create you some habits in the system, and also have that emergency fund. If you don't have that money management part first, you got to get it together, guys. You got to get that part together in order to stay on a good page and stay afloat, and not go back in your bills and stuff like that. Because the bottom line is, if you used to get a light bill for $200, and you always like to pay $100 because you want to use the other $100 to go play or live off it for the week, or whatever the case may be. Listen, guys, just be real with yourself. It be like that sometimes, but the bottom line is, there's certain bills, all of your bills you should pay on time, but you should also know the ones that report to the credit bureaus as well, because you want to be on top of your game. And then also too, I had some questions I want to throw out there to you guys about the things that you currently have on your credit report, or the things that you're currently dealing with. Know how much it is you owe, know how long you've been using credit for, and then make consistent on-time payments. The consistent on-time payments in the credit utilization is definitely huge. And then also too, knowing what bills report to the credit bureau, that's super important as well. So I want to give you guys a scenario of how having good credit, or having good credit versus bad credit makes a huge difference when it comes to the mortgage industry, or just having a finance car. I'm going to give you guys a scenario of how the credit would affect your numbers and your interest rates tremendously. And I told you guys before, and y'all know I'm always transparent and open about my story. Back when that car got repoed, I was coming from, transitioning from Philly, coming to North Carolina. The lifestyle and the environment that I was born and raised and used to, I had enough. I never had a finance car. Like, I'm from the hood. We come from, driving two, three, $4,000 car. You good. Get you some gas, keep up on your brakes, your oil change, your tires. My dad make sure all that stuff good, right? I've never paid car payments until I moved to Charlotte. So that was a whole new ball game for me. And in the midst of life happening, like, I'm not going back to work. I'm going to live off my business. I'm going to live off this 401k I swiped out. I want to live off this savings that I had, with my year game plan if I'm leaving Philly, right? So it just was a lot. And listen, that happened to me in 2015. Do you know how many people around the world, millions of people right now and to this day, that's going through it? And it's probably even some of y'all online right now where people don't like to tell or show, and which I agree. Because when I was going through it, I call it silently suffering. When I was going through it, I was getting dressed every day, waking up, still staying my prayers, staying strong. I would get dressed. I still would position myself in the community in various different places, still building my business. The whole thing was build my business, get more connections, keep expanding, keep expanding. That's how I know that Allah has something special for me. And I just have to keep my feet on the gas, because even when I was down to nothing, my whole thing was, long as my place was good, my son was good, I got up every day and made it look good. And I was terribly going through depression, terribly, not knowing what was going to be next. So when the sun was out and, when life was happening, I was out there, everything was good, you kind of like don't really worry about the realistic part of life, right? But then when nighttime came, you got to sit with yourself and figure out what it is you want to do. When you got a child in the house, that's when it gets real. So, with that being said, you know how many millions and hundreds of people around the world are going through what I went through in 2015 right now, and you would never know, because the life of social media that we live, everything is so covered up, everything is so portrayed to be so perfect, and everybody, has it all together and all of these type of things, which is fine, because it's not like, you don't want to just be running around like, yeah, hey, I'm stressed out, I'm going through it in life, I'm broke, like broke, right? Not to do that, but I just think that more people should be transparent about their lifestyle, about where they come from. We understand that you make six, seven figures right now, but can you be a little bit more transparent and share a little bit of where you came from, and what you had to go through in order to help the next person? Because the bottom line is, you didn't get there easy. It's not easy. Once you get there, then you got to maintain a whole nother different type of lifestyle in order to keep that, and then it's a whole nother different ball game in order to get to the next level. I know personally. So just being a little bit real and a little bit honest. So the scenario I want to give y'all, right? So let's say you join a credit repair program. Okay, you get your credit score increase. You're doing pretty good. Maybe you get 700, something like that, 750. You like, okay, I want to go buy a house. Boom, you go buy a house, 250,000. You sign up for a 30-year fix. Let's say your FICO score was 760. All right. You took out a $250,000 loan for a 30-year fix. Let's say your FICO score was 760, and you kind of had like, fair credit. You get a interest rate of 4.29, and then let's say, well, yeah, you can say 4.29. Let's say you had a fair credit score of 680, 680 to 690, you will get an interest rate of 4.69. So you got 4.29 versus 4.69 over a 30-year fix. The difference in that is $21,595. So it's a huge difference. And I'm not the person that's like, hurry up and, pay a 30-year fixed mortgage off if that's what you decide to sign up for. I'm not that person. I'm more of the person that believes in leveraging debt to create passive income. So if you want to, take out a $200,000 loan, or maybe $100,000, you have a good credit score. Maybe you have that FICO score 760. You want to go to the bank and you want to get a building for 100,000. You want to put some work in it. Say you want to turn it into a duplex, right? You want to live in it and put somebody else in it. You can do that. Live in it for free. Put somebody else in it and let their rent pay your mortgage. Yes, you can do that. And with $100,000 loan, the mortgage is going to be nothing practically. So that's the idea of, where I'm at with it. I just wanted to share with you guys. So a FICO score of a 680 and the difference of a FICO score in a 760. The APR rate was 4.29 versus 4.26. 4.29 versus 4.69 versus 4.29. And the difference in that, guys, was $21,000. And that's a lot of money and a small amount of interest rate difference. But over a 30-year fix, it's a difference in $21,000. So that's how important and strenuous it is to make sure you're on top of your game with your on-time payments, to continuously, build your credit history and increase your credit score. And then also, guys, if you need to take it back to the basics and you're like, you know what, my credit keep getting messed up because I'm not practicing good money habits. It be like that. I know personally, you got a lot of stuff going on. You're paying your bills. You want to take a trip. You want to get your hair done. You want to go shopping. Your kids need this. The new Jordans come out. You got to do this. Da 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 da. You on the website shopping every day. All this kind of stuff. It happens. The thing is, how are you going to prioritize? So in order to keep that credit rolling and get that credit rolling, in order to take that, that credit life and conversation to the next level, you have to have amazing money management skills. You have to, because if you can't manage your money, if you don't know how to manage your money, if you're not managing your money, if you're not giving all of your money a job prior to it coming in, that's why your budget, your income versus expenses is supposed to be done prior to the next month. So we're in April. So you should be logically writing down in about 2 weeks what's going on for May. Where your money is going for May. How is this money? How much am I paying myself? What am I putting to my emergency fund? Paying your bills on time. All of these kind of things. You work ahead of the game when it comes to the budgeting and the money management. When you get that part down pat, you will have no problem with paying your bills on time and keeping your credit the way it's supposed to be. And consistently increasing it so you can leverage these banks and get this money like our counterparts have been doing for years. And we just getting on to game. So let's help each other. That's what I'm here for. Always give you guys a bunch of free game tools and strategies. This thing is not far-fetched at all. If you missed the announcement, go to the website, click the link in the bio, www.faithfamilyfinance.co. Make sure you're subscribed to the email list. Those on the email list will get the first access to cullinandcredit.com. We are officially about to launch. So if you're on the email list, you'll get access to that first. If you have any credit questions, life insurance questions, money management questions, hit me up, send me an email, go to the website and put in for a 30-minute free consultation, and I got you. Because I have to give back to my people because you guys have been rocking with me for a very long time, and I'm super grateful. Today is Freebie Friday, and a lot of you have been asking about how to make money while building your business. It's always been a question because even while building a business, in order to gain profit, in order to have a strategic game plan of how much you even need to start building a business, your operating expenses, your investment expenses, your startup. I put literally every single step down, every single thing is in the guide. It's Freebie Friday, the guide is on sale for $10 versus $27. Click the link in the bio and go grab you one. I'm only leaving it like that until midnight tonight. So click the link in the bio, see all that it comes with. If it's for you, grab you one. Make sure you got a pen and a paper. Save it to your laptop and just go down the checklist of everything and make sure you're doing everything accordingly, because I put everything on there that you need to do. It is ways to make money while building your dream business. You don't have to pick up another job or go broke or, keep being in depression and not be happy and live life just because you're building a business. It takes the fun out of it. So the thing that I would say is learn how to make money, other people's money, to invest in your business. If you guys have any questions, hit me up. I hope you have a fantastic Friday, and I will see you